Evening, fellow jobbers, and welcome to another amazing yet hopefully not as weird episode of the Jobber Tears Podcast, episode 16.
4 arms up! 1, 2, 3.
Once again, I say hopefully not as weird as the last episode. You don't have no special tricks with the number 16?
Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell.
I asked you about the number, not to do my job.
So let me do the proper introduction.
Thank you.
Episode 16, aka the Joe Montana episode, aka the comeback kid, aka the full quarter is mine because I'm gonna dominate you, aka we come together like Voltron, I form the head. Episode 16, Daddy Max. Let's get this.
You just call her Daddy Max? You
Sure did.
1971?
Sure did.
Call her Daddy Max?
Of course, man.
You know
I was listening to Snoop Dogg podcast.
I'll allow
Not
it.
Snoop Dogg podcast, Aaron Foster and Snoop Dogg was on there.
But still, you call her Daddy Max.
Don't
Yeah.
even. Don't even.
I can call her Mommy Mac.
It's cool. You probably could and probably should. All right, so as we once again are entering our 16th episode, for those that have not
AKA
already.
the Sweet 16 episode. We about to be legal in 2 more years. Barely.
Type of ECW.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Watch me leave.
Barely.
2 more years.
What?
Barely.
That's
You
weird.
know how I get down. If this grass on the field, I play.
So do that anyway. You remember Mike, right? The son said 12 and over, bend them over. Or you understand when he said that the grass on the field is good to play. I'm looking like, nigga, you're nasty.
I mean, but you just solidified that, and you
No,
guys
it's going to be, I can't wait for Ed 18.
smacking your goddamn arms every episode is gonna be nasty as fuck. But all right, as I was saying, if you guys have not already subscribed, and thank you to those that are watching on the live feed on our Instagram at the Jobber Tears Podcast. If you have not subscribed already to our YouTube page, please make sure to go on youtube.com and search the Jobber Tears Podcast and subscribe and watch the last 15 episodes, including the Big Four. And I heard someone is starting a new series. You want to talk about a little bit before
Oh shit, I'm gonna drop. Put the drop down.
Like if I had flex balls, pew, 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 pew,
Come
like,
on,
We do
baby
need
girl.
some- we do need
Yeah, we need
some-
some sound. Like, I think I'm going to
we
get
do
one.
need sound effects.
We do need
Yeah.
sound effects. But anyways, Queen Haviland of Planet Wakanda. It's not a country tour, it's a planet. And Sir Wilkins is doing a countdown show called Wings and Tangs.
Wings and tings, you know.
Tangs, not tangs.
It's not tangs.
Tangs.
With the beautiful multicolor heaven. Sorry.
Haven.
Haven.
Haven?
Haven. The multicolor haven.
Well, we're doing a countdown show of the top 10 things that happened in WWE and New Japan Wrestling, whatever federation for the month of April. For the month of April, we'll be doing it every month, a monthly show. And pretty soon, the Big Four will be returning soon.
For the SummerSlam, aka.
Are we doing Money in the Bank?
No, because I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, so we're doing for SummerSlam. Also,
Not a Big Four.
Also, check out the new Wrestling Culture Part 1 video on the YouTube page. Check it out if you haven't checked that out yet. So the Jobber Tears page is called WrestleMania Viewing Party, Wrestling Culture.
So you can hear Sir Wilkins be the Morgan Freeman of the wrestling world. It's definitely a must see. All right, so let's jump right on it. What? Is that true?
I don't know.
You didn't watch it? He didn't have like. You ever been to the planetarium?
That wasn't. He had no similar to Miracle Freeman. His voice.
No, but his voice. Not. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying like how like serious and stern and like
Was
documentary. So Morgan Freeman's voice is
Dick
confident.
status.
Oh Lord. Moving right along to our opening segment, which is Behind Gorilla's Position. And we're going to start off with our OMG Moment of the Week. So for those that do not know in the wrestling world, the greatest, and I say this in quotation, before.
Black Wrestling Alliance said that video was fire.
Oh, thank you. To my good friend over the pond. Thank you so
came
much.
in the building.
And he said big dick stands for real.
If this really becomes a thing, you guys might have to, this is going to be terrible. All right, so as I was saying, our OMG moment of this week, for those that do not know, is going on this Friday, is the greatest Royal Rumble. And the OMG moment is what? Women's Revolution. So apparently, the greatest Royal Rumble is actually sold out in Saudi Arabia. And they have
pockets is deep.
they have a stacked card, but there are no women on the card. And a lot of people have been, criticizing, WWE for going this route. But I'm going to read actually a quote that Triple H, Trips is what I call him, had said during an interview. He said, you can't dictate to a country or a religion about how they handle things. But having said that, WWE is at the forefront of a women's evolution and in the world. And what you can't do is affected change anywhere by standing away from it. So before I present you guys a question, I just want to let those know that Saudi Arabia is an Islamic country, nation, and they have a lot of different laws pertaining especially to gender. So I do just want to know gender, not Jinder Mahal, gender. Okay. Female, male.
Gender.
That's what I said.
Come on, man.
So, don't really?
Okay.
Thank you. So, I just want to give you guys that are watching a few fun facts about women in Saudi Arabia pertaining to sports. So, in 2013, which is just only 5 years ago, Saudi Arabia opened up their first sports center for girls. And then also, they participated for the first time. Women participated in the Summer Olympics in 2012 for the first time. So that's only 6 years ago. And then they were also back in 2016, so only 2 years ago. So as you can see, it's not as the progressive nation that everyone knows America and other countries around the world to be. So I'll start with Sir Wilkins. Do you think that WWE is even right for getting into business with Saudi Arabia with the whole idea of this women's revolution going on? And then do you think in the near future that women will be able to, present themselves on the grandest stage of them all in a country like Saudi Arabia?
Okay. This I was wrestling with wrestling podcast. I was wrestling with the whole concept because at first you're like, yo, it's no big deal because that's their country's like way of life. But then you really start looking into it, like, yo, how would I feel if I went to a country or if somebody I know did business with a country that doesn't fuck with black people? So it kind of made me raise that question, like, is this okay? Like, well, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I was wrestling with. Now, as you mentioned, things are getting better with the country, and they're moving towards of letting women have more rights
at a snail's pace.
It's at a very snail's pace. Like they just let women drive, like last year, I think. So Triple H has a good point. That's how the country does things. That's how the country, really. You can't change a country, and also this really comes down to money.
Yeah.
Supposedly, they're getting paid $20 million. But and that could be like an understatement of how much they're getting from the Saudi thing because they're selling tickets. They have the shit on the network during the fucking middle of the day. By the way, calling to work. I think you got a cough coming. See White Legends Friday. The Jobber-Tears will be there.
These jobbers will be there. Janelle will be watching at the comfort of her desk, getting paid and watching it. So
okay. But let's go back to this. It's a difficult thing to wrestle with. Now I'm hearing that the women are still getting paid.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Actually, the King did his podcast and had Jim Cornette on it a few days ago, and he mentioned something about how the money that they're getting for the show is being still across the board, across the roster.
Okay.
So apparently,
yeah,
so I think there is truth in
but
that.
still, I heard that too, but it's like. It's still apparently, I don't know how much it's true, but we'll take their word for it and say they are. So they're still getting something out of it.
Of course.
And women have wrestled in the Middle East before.
Yes. So
was it Sasha Banks?
It was Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. And it was like a huge thing.
Thank you.
And nobody really spoke about that.
They're not going to speak about it because it's good.
It's a good thing. Because I was watching the 24 Revolution or Royal Rumble the other day. I was like, this shit fly. They actually have done a lot for the women's division.
Yeah.
So we can't get pissed off at them too much I can understand why somebody would feel some type of way towards this. But you gotta see the other things that WWE has done for women.
Exactly.
And I think people in general, marks, smarts, whatever you want to call them, jobbers, jobber squad, everybody in the wrestling world sometimes complains about shit.
Everything.
Like they want to find something to complain about.
Right.
And not see the good that WWE is doing for the women division.
Of course.
Now, if they're still getting paid for this, and I don't gotta show up.
Oh, I'm sitting my ass home.
So I'm sitting home. I'm saving my body. Half of them were just in South Africa.
Yeah, the Raw roster was in South Africa.
That move, doing all that, that's crazy. Now I understand this is such a big thing. Like they're pushing it as like a WrestleMania 2.0.
Like 2.0.
Okay.
Like it's a 6-hour show.
The fact, and you got a pre-show, and the fact that you sold out like almost a 70,000 person arena.
It's huge. WWE is huge in the Middle East. My boy's from Lebanon, and Lebanese Physique, shout out to you. And he was telling me he used to watch that shit like 3 a.m. when he was like 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge in the Middle East. Now things will get better. And what WWE has to do is continue growing their women's division and continue making it bigger. You can't change what Saudi Arabia is doing.
Yeah.
But I understand why someone would feel some type of way, because like if I'm black and the company I love says we're about to work with the Ku Klux Klan, I'm definitely some type of way. It's not the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's extreme.
We can't compare. I'm just giving an example so that people understand. Like Black Lives Matter motherfuckers understand that I'm not saying this is the same thing as black people. I'm just giving an example.
Okay, I understand that.
All right, cool. So, Mr. Blacc, same question to you. What are your thoughts on the women not being able to perform in Saudi Arabia? And then follow-up question would be, if there was one match that was granted, just like in India, for a women's match, what match would you want to see?
All right, to answer the first question, like, there's not much for you to even say. I agree with everything you were saying, and I also see it this way, like WWE in the forefront to make change. The fact that they made change in that Saudi Arabia, what's the previous site there was at?
In India.
In India, not
It wasn't India. Was it Kuwait or another country?
They were in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
It's in India.
So wasn't Abu Dhabi? It was another
Middle East country. Nevertheless, though, another.
India's not in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's not. It's in Asia. So like another Middle East country, they make change.
By the way, can somebody find out where Sasha and Alexa Bliss wrestled in the Middle East?
It's in India.
It's not India.
India's not in the Middle East.
Continue.
Oh, all right. Well, that's that throwing me off because you just started looking up now.
I'm not gonna throw you off.
But nevertheless, though, it's just like they made a change like that, a forefront like that. The fact that the country is making somewhat changes. It's not going to take overnight to do any of this. It's going to take gradual change. Just like Triple H says, how would you feel like how that, let's say how that you and the, so like I was saying before, the fact that they're able to do that, WWE is able to make revolutionary changes. So everybody just getting on their back, oh, there's no women there, this, that, and third. You got to respect the law of the land. The same exact fact that when WWE had the same energy to suspend Chris Jericho but kicking the flag of Brazil, according to the law of their land. You gotta respect whatever part of country you are, regardless of what it is though. So WWE can't be like bulldozing, we have no women, we gotta do business review, this, that, third. All right, cool, we get TNA in here. Ring of Honor in here, New Japan in here. So either way though, there's always someone else that will able to just follow the laws of the land. Just like if a foreign wrestling company come over here, they say that we don't like a particular things to do over here, the fans can't get mad because that's their rules. The same way how that if you have like in your house, take off your shoes, and then I come in your house and I don't take off your shoes. You be like, I can get upset because those are your rules of your house. So I can complain all about it if I want, but at the end of the day, you still gotta follow it. Eventually, maybe because I did that, you may force a change in your house where like you allow shoes in your house, but I can't force it happen right there and then. It's good business for everybody. Everyone on the roster, the fact that women are still getting paid allegedly, we're not too sure about that. Everyone eats. Now, the little guy who's selling peanuts, everybody selling merchandise, people outside, valet, everyone eats, B. Everybody's eating that day. A nice fat check. You don't know that. The fact, and you don't know that how much they're getting paid, but they're still eating. So let's look at the positive what they did. WWE is making leaps and bounds with the women's division. The fact that they're actually competing in matches, the fact that they had 3 matches at WrestleMania that wasn't like 2 seconds. It was lengthy matches that they told a story in the ring. Let's applaud WWE for that. So stop complaining any little thing. There's no women here, this, that, third. You still gonna watch it? Yes, so don't complain.
Okay. No, I mean, it also go back to NOLA, right?
Yeah.
There's certain rules there.
And you follow them.
Like what?
Remember, there was the athletic division. There was like
You can have power drivers.
You can have power drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we went to the Ring of Honor show.
Exactly. And what
they said that they couldn't do it, and Bubba Ray almost did it because he was like, they will shut this entire show down. Like, I don't give a fuck. But he didn't do it though.
Yeah.
But
And what happened? And if he had did that, they'll shut it down. And Ring of Honor followed the rules of New
WWE did the same thing. I think they were also against blood too.
Yeah.
But they still not. But Roman still have blood as a motherfucker.
Right. But nobody complained about the rules over there, right? You got to pick and choose your you can't pick one struggle.
A lot of people that loves Ring of Honor had an issue with the.
No, I'm talking about the fans. No fans complain about that.
They did complain about that.
They complain about everything. They can have Jesus. They can have their mother in the ring. They complain.
Takes away from. I mean, everyone has that concept of being a spot monkey thing, and it's a thing in Ring of Honor. But it takes away from the show when you give restrictions like that. It takes away from the show.
No, I feel like how that it doesn't take away because if you're that good in the ring, you're gonna improvise that after work around the rules. If you're that good. Bank on yourself. So don't make excuses that we can't do this so you won't have a good match to put on entertainment. Go around the rules.
That's it.
Simple as that. And now these girls can come over there, they could just enjoy your show as just fans.
They can't be in the arena.
Simple. Enjoy it. Walk around.
They can't be in the arena.
No, I'm talking about around the area in general.
You can't just walk around the area.
Well, stay home. You can chill with your man. Walk your dog, kiss him on the forehead. And then we were smart. They can have an all women's show in the States on a Saturday. And let's see how much those fans are going to support that.
That would be kind of dope, though.
It would be. But all these people complain about it, they probably won't support it.
That would be kind of dope, though. An all-women show.
Exactly.
Oh, like Battle Club Pro, cheap plug. May 26th.
Yeah, that would be kind of
That would be dope, but the same people who complain about that, none of them ever come up with a solution.
Well, let's just see how more of an evolution this becomes. And this is a great segue into... yes, Leo?
Calunzo 102 said, also, it's not like the women are not doing anything. They are doing tapings for Total Divas, right? They put on their IG stories.
See?
Okay.
They're working.
But not everybody is on Total Divas.
Hey.
Just to say.
So what? They get home, they get to chill, get the box even out, they're good.
Okay. Moving right along. All right. So this week we're going to do something a little special. We're going to do a Superstar Spotlight. And actually, I went and found a very interesting segment that the Taz did on his podcast. And he spoke about wrestlers getting kind of lost in the shuffle. And the superstar that he mentioned in the podcast is actually Sasha Banks. So I want to present to you guys just that question. Do you think she's lost in the shuffle? So I'll start off with Mr. Block.
I don't think so.
Why?
Because as of right now, she's just not hot right now. Her feud with Bayley's not going anywhere. That's not due to...
But is that not being lost in the shuffle? Because, I mean, when you look at, even from the Superstar Shakeup, Raw is now really female heavy. Like, you got a lot of people on that show. So it's like, and then it makes you always think about, like, when other people get called up. Like, what are they going to do with, people that have the talent and can produce?
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, she's like kind of lost, but then kind of not lost. Like I can't say she's 100% lost in the shuffle because she is on TV. You have to give if somebody really lost in the shuffle, they ain't on TV. Like they're in the back eating catering. But she isn't hot right now. They're really not doing anything. And I also think WWE doesn't know what to do with all these women. That's why they had a fucking 10-man tag.
They did the week before, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they don't know what to do with them. And we talked about the shakeup last week. Everybody was excited. Then the dust settled. You know what I mean? The dust really settled. And you're looking at the whole field, you're like, yo, there's a shit ton of talent. What the fuck are you gonna do with it?
It's the first week. But you cannot measure.
She hasn't been hot for how long?
But like I said before, you cannot.
When last time she's been hot? When last time she's been hot? You cut me off. I was talking. You cut me off, so don't get tight now.
Nigga, you cut me off every week.
Yo, you were talking. I was talking. You cut me off.
You cut me off every week.
Okay, get over it.
You talking louder is not gonna make the conversation. You cutting me off.
But you still cut me off. So you gonna stop? 2 wrongs don't make a right.
And make it even.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't. That's what I'm saying. She has not been hot for in how long?
And who fault is that?
It's management fault.
It's 50-50.
No, it's 70-30. Because the Bailey shit ain't really going anywhere.
Listen,
But it can be something.
It can be something, and they're not really using it. They're not really
That's
using
the
it.
difficult part.
They don't know how to do anything besides champ versus number one contender.
Challenger. You should have said that.
Champ versus challenger, champ versus number one contender. Same shit. They don't know what to do outside of that.
She's not old.
Like they bring a bunch of chicks up, and they're like, okay, let's do like Ember Moon. I was looking at her the other day. I was like, yo, damn, ma, you up here? Shit. You was NXT title, NXT champion the other week. Shit. It was all good just a week ago. What are they gonna do with you? Because it's like literally they pick one chick and another chick, work them for a little bit, then put some tag team shit in. Now they have Ronda in there, but she's like with Natalia, which makes no sense to me.
No, that does make sense. Why would you not pair the person that's least likely to understand the business and pair her with a veteran?
I get that, but it seems so random.
And then Nattie being from Smackdown because she did the Big Show turn, she turned face on Raw when she got drafted. But she does better as a heel. So eventually she's gonna turn on Ronda, and then that's gonna be something.
Well, not really a great submission match type of shit. That's what it will be.
Yeah.
But it just came out of nowhere. Running down the ring to help her. Nattie.
But I mean,
my cats. I can get to my cats.
But for everybody that knows, she's been training with Nattie. So
yeah, we know that. We all know that. But they're literally not doing anything with the division.
All I'm saying is this way. Y'all two bickering about this, blah, 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 blah. Look, all I'm saying is this way. It's the first week out of the draft. And on Friday, they try to promote the show throughout the whole night. You cannot count this. It's just kind of a rough week trying to figure out some stuff. Give it some time. Let everything develop before you make a final. Like, is she lost in the shuffle this Saturday? Like you said before, if she was lost in the shuffle, you won't see her on TV and like in these matches at all. Let me finish. You won't see these matches at all. She'll just be back, like you said, back there in catering. Or just do some random promo where someone took her a promo, she said, oh yeah, that's funny. No, she's doing something. She's wrestling every week. It's just that right now, her feud isn't hot. And the fan is not invested into it. So, like you said, it's somewhat her fault and it's somewhat management fault. Because there's many times wrestlers, the management gave them something like yo, like Damian Sandow. He took the Stunt Devil gimmick. It worked because he invested his time into it. Cody Rhodes, the dashing one. Cody Rhodes with the mask on. Cody Rhodes as Stardust. Taking stuff and you work with it. So, everybody want to blame management and the Riot team, but sometimes the person's just not into doing this. Probably they tired of facing each other to do something else. You don't know that. So my thing is this. You still on TV every week, mama? So do something with that feud. Put a little intensely, bring up ideas. We don't know that for sure. But it's a good thing that she's still on television.
Yeah, but you have to forget she's one of the top people there. That's what I'm saying.
But not everybody could be on top eventually.
But the thing about it, you have a bunch of dudes up top. You have like 6 dudes running through with a mid card and upper mid card in the top tier, all circling through. And what are you doing? You're doing something with them. The thing about the women's division, they have to literally sit down and say, who's our top chicks, who's our mid card chicks, and who's at the bottom right now. And they have a bunch of talent. Like it's like they have a bunch of top mid cards and a top people in the women's division. And they don't know what to do with it.
They don't know what to do with them.
It's too many people.
There's too much people.
And then you talk about Sasha and Bailey, like they are doing stuff. They're wrestling. They were at WrestleMania with each other. They are doing stuff with them. It's just that it's not evolving. And the thing about you said just 1 week. It is 1 week, but I think they've been doing it before the shuffle.
All I'm saying is this way. Give it time for these stories to develop. Give everything time. This is why I'm not complaining. I'm like, all right, cool. I accept what I accepted and understand that, yo, I'm gonna say something. I might, complain. Let's see after this two-star shakeup, because this is a big shakeup.
It's an okay shakeup.
But the shakeup has nothing to do with Sasha being lost in the shuffle, because
Okay, but I also did say this. Wait, I did say that this is the going home show for the big show on Friday. So there's too much focus not in the ring product, but promoting that event for Friday. So this is why I say that you shouldn't count this week.
This Friday.
Like, you shouldn't count this week. Just give it some time to develop.
I get what you're saying. To see what's the next thing that they do with it, but she really hasn't been like, she's been like creeping in the main event and they knock her down. Like in the Women's Royal Rumble, she lasted mad long.
Okay.
Mad long.
And then they kind of like, okay, you're done.
If you want to feel like somebody's actually lost in a shuffle, look at Becky Lynch. Even though she may be on TV but she's really not doing nothing at all.
Who likes Becky Lynch?
Mad people like Becky Lynch. That girl could go in the ring. You're smoking marijuana dust, B.
It has nothing to do with her in the ring ability. She's just stale. Like, it's like you drinking.
But don't you think that how that Sasha Banks is stale as a face?
No.
Okay.
She has more charisma than Becky Lynch.
Her promos be wax sauce, B.
You really?
Hill, Sasha Banks is way better than face.
But she's still better than Becky Lynch?
F out of here. Well, the wax sauceness, man.
Wax sauce?
The face, Sasha is trash.
No, it's not trash.
But she's still better than Becky.
Becky Lynch is trash both ways. That's why she's running out with the smoke.
Boy.
I
ain't gonna talk to somebody that doesn't watch NXT from the beginning. Sasha Banks has the heel NXT.
No,
she ruled that.
Are we talking about NXT? Are we talking about D1 college ball? Or are we talking about the NBA, the pros, B?
All I'm saying is this,
Are we talking about the pros? Are we talking about WWE stage?
Boy, son.
What has Becky Lynch on the WWE stage? Talk to me. I'm talking about NXT.
She was a women's champion?
I am not talking about NXT.
She was not women's champion in WWE?
She was the first Smackdown.
Exactly.
Yes, she was.
But
and
that
what she did after that?
That was about a year ago.
What she did after that? They took her off real quick. Because you know why? They're like, bitch, you are boring. Give it to somebody else. You cannot be. You were like Diesel in the 90s. Boring.
Diesel can't wrestle. Diesel never put no great entertainment match unless he was with someone better than him. Becky Lynch put on these matches. Becky Lynch do her thing. She gets busy.
She gets busy, but she can't get busy on the mic.
Not at all.
She can't get busy on the mic. Boring.
So those that are watching on the live, we're gonna move on to our tweet of the week. But those that are watching online, I want to get your opinion. Who is more lost in the shuffle? Is it Becky Lynch or is it Sasha Banks? So I'm gonna give this to the next point to get back to you guys. Really interested in seeing what those that are watching, what your thoughts are. Oh, we already have a few. Go ahead.
No, it's not that. It's something else.
Oh, what's up?
This Colin 102 said heel Sasha is better, and then Julian Bell said the same thing. And then Becky and Blacc Wrestling Alliance said that Becky is more lost.
Okay, there you go. Wait, he's saying Becky's more lost.
That's the point. That's all I said.
That's what we both said.
Skinny Kravitz said
What did I
Becky
say?
is more lost in the shuffle. At least Sasha has a storyline. Hal Jones said Becky. Lala World said Becky. And somebody put like a hand.
We weren't even talking about Becky being lost in the shuffle. We just said Becky's whack.
No.
We just said Becky's whack.
What you just asked?
She asked who's lost in the shuffle. I'm not disagreeing. Becky's more lost in the shuffle. I'm just saying Becky's whack.
Lost in the shuffle.
Smoking that dust, man. You smoking.
But her being lost in the shuffle kind of gives him his point.
Hold on, guys.
Boring.
Who's better, Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks?
You know what? Don't scratch this question. Who is? You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what? You can have that. If you feel that way, best believe though, like Becky Lynch get busy in the ring.
It's not.
And she's way more way more believable, and she has Sasha. Becky Lynch had way more better matches with more people.
No, I don't agree.
You just a hater. That's it.
I'm not
even talking about overall, baby.
If we're gonna talk about greater matches, and then even if we go back to NXT, who headlined Brooklyn Takeover? One.
Because
Sasha Banks and Bayley. Like, when has Becky Lynch ever headlined anything besides her winning the SmackDown Women's title?
Okay, she headlined something, right? And then after that, she got lost in the shuffle, right?
She lost the sauce,
She's
drowned in.
Dang, my point. Because you know
drowning.
why? Kevin Dunn doesn't like her accent.
It's not about, no, because look at Drew McIntyre that gave the bomb-ass promo, which we'll talk about when we get to Raw. He has the illest accent. So that has nothing to do with it.
Drew McIntyre got lost in the sauce before.
Exactly.
He got completely, he was absent.
Exactly. My point.
My man,
that point.
He drowned and died.
Like Titanic.
And he came back to life with
his point was saying,
Look it up. Look it up. Look up everything else. Look that up. Look that up then. Look that up then.
In regards to the accent, he said Kevin Dunn, and that's why
look it up. Keep one word. He don't like this person's accent.
What about
I did not say that he does not like accent. No, hold on. I did not say that he does not like accent. The words do not come out of my mouth.
So what did you say?
I said that he does not like her accent. Her. Underline her. Pay attention. I did not say that.
You have a little spicy this episode.
No, because like the same way how that she like when I put words in her mouth, pay attention to what I said. Listen, just not hearing me.
Let's get a little spicy this episode. Next topic, tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
Go ahead.
So, got a lot of responses.
Listen, let's get over the tweet of the week, then we go back.
She said that Becky looks more like a UFC fighter. And she said Chris says Sasha. Blacc Wrestling said Sasha, and then Calzone said, how can we even choose Becky? Doesn't even have a storyline. And my name is Roy said Becky is lost in WWE Women's Championship, which I believe the creation team has no idea.
But it goes back to what I'm saying. But just to end it right now, it goes back to what I'm saying. WWE is overwhelmed by the women right now. They have so much talent, they don't know what to do with it right now. And it's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot to deal with, especially it's just one championship per show for the women's.
Yeah, and that's why we talked about last week when the tag team titles back.
Of course.
No, not bringing them back, but introducing.
No, it's bringing them back. Bringing them back because you remember Fala's Moolah, they were trying to get the tag team division. They had them, but they ended up burying that.
Yeah, so we'll go to the next thing.
All right, so the tweet of the week is from Bray Wyatt. So at WWE Bray Wyatt said, please at the Bo Dallas and at the real Curtis Axel, quit trying to coincide with those obsolete mules. A woken world awaits you. Let us fix you at Matt Hardy brand. So Bray Wyatt took to Twitter following Raw and invited them to join the Woken One and Bray Wyatt. What are your thoughts on them maybe joining them? Do you think it would be an interesting stable for them, or would it make sense? Let's start off with Sir Wilkins.
It would be really cool. One, WWE needs fractions. This point blank, we need more teams in WWE. Now, I can see a huge storyline of them like not wanting to go, like some cult shit, and they drink some fucking juice and end up like joining the group, done the whole.
So like some ministry type shit.
Yeah, so they drink it and then go, oh my God, I'm woken now. Like some type of shit. Like come to the light, like, this would be like a dope thing. Like a really dope thing. And I would appreciate them moving over because they got nothing to do right now. They're over there in the back. Last episode, they were just creeping on the wall like, yo, hey, let's be friends. All right, let's be friends. They're talented motherfuckers in the ring. Solid mic work from both of them. They are one of those people that kind of needs to be with a couple other people to like elevate their game. Because when they got with The Miz, even though they don't really do anything with The Miz, I felt I liked them a lot more. They were like elevated. They were like, it felt more cool to me. Instead of being like borderline jobbers. They don't want to be jobbers though. Jobber Teach podcast.
Everyone wants to be a jobber.
Yeah.
I mean, but I definitely agree with you. I just feel they're able to do so much more because of the fact that Bray and Bo are brothers. So much more with the characters. It's great. Curtis Axel, once again, a very solid wrestler. Just make them do something very simple like this. And that will actually breathe new life into the Bray Wyatt character. And also give more attraction to the woken Matt Hardy. Mm-hmm. So why not add a little more dimension to that? So I feel like it's a great idea. Like, again, everyone's going to eat in this, everybody. Now, can you imagine Sanity versus the Woken Warriors, son? The amount of stuff they could do, go to the compound one time, and next time they go to the trailer park versus them. Come on, B. Solid.
Every time I think about the trailer park, I think of
8 Mile.
8 Mile, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Like, I have the scene where, like, how that, his mother got tight and kicked him out. Yeah. It's right here in my... Whatever it's part
I always think that Nikki Cross is underage.
I think so too.
Like he's one of their sisters.
Sister wives.
Their sister that sleep with him.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's probably like 16.
16, but she liked the WWE and she's really so anyway, it's a different conversation.
Wow. Very
kind of went dark there.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, so our last topic in our opening segment is the rumor of the week. So is this goodbye Enzo forever? So for those that don't know, Enzo Amore had posted on his Instagram just the other day and literally deleted every picture but one picture. And it was the picture of sneakers hanging from like, what is it? The wires, like in LA, like how they do out there. And basically, was it a symbol of him hanging up his boots forever? So what do you guys think? Is Enzo officially done? Like, will he not do any type of other wrestling? Will he move on from the wrestling world? Or is this him just killing the gimmick of Enzo and possibly returning as something else? So I'll start off with Mr. Blacc.
What is it to talk about? It's basically like, I think just basically his 90 days is about to be up. So it's been real WWE, time to move on from it. Because we know that in no time soon he's going to get hired back by them.
When did he get fired?
I don't remember. But his 90 days is about to be up.
When did, before, probably the top of the year.
Yeah.
Because Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, his 90 is about to be up. So it's simple like.
Did the whole cruiserweight thing.
Yeah, so he was, because
the cruiserweight thing took 16 weeks and it was after Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because he was at Royal Rumble. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then they found out about it. It took like about 2 weeks to figure what they're going to do. Maybe a
Not
week.
even. It was like a week.
Yeah, and then we covered it the first episode.
So 16 weeks
It's either the first or second episode. So it's been like about 90 days.
Yeah, 90 days. Don't overthink this, guys. Just listen. It can mean either that his 90 days is up. Most likely when 90 days is up, it's time to move on to something else where he could compete anywhere now. Or it could just mean that it could be a combination of two. His 90 days is up. He dropped an Enzo gimmick because he can't use that no more. So he just reinvented himself when he goes to the next chapter of his life in wrestling.
I don't think he was ever going to stay in WWE that long.
I never thought so too. Like I always thought that he would transition to like more a reality show.
No, I just felt like the more he started moving up, he saw like this as a springboard.
Yeah.
And I think he might move into another career type of shit.
I won't be surprised.
Like he's like maybe music, maybe some type of marketing, whatever. Because if you watch the move in WWE, he was using WWE.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what nobody says. All the wrestlers talk about, I make mad money and independent, blah blah blah, this and that. Once you like a top guy or semi-top guy in WWE, you have to feel like fucking royalty when you go out.
And a lot of times, royalty, like you get more endorsements.
You get more endorsement. People know who you are.
Yeah, of course.
Like I have that big company backing me up. Oh, you WWE?
Facts.
And like people know who you are.
Yeah.
So I think he always used WWE as a springboard.
Yeah.
Now, I think he's trying to figure himself because that rape case, suppose the girl lied. That's what it's looking like. And that shit really hurts any guy.
In the public opinion, even when girls lie, though, no one takes the time to
Yeah, but the story kind of died down a little bit too. The story legit died down.
Okay, let's say how that he resurfaced in WWE. Let's say a respectable 2 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Everyone say that. Oh, did he rape that girl? Nobody is gonna look that up.
WWE's issue wasn't so much of the rape allegation; it was the fact that he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah. He didn't say nothing.
You also gotta understand is that let's keep it a buck. He's white. He'll be alright. Like Aaron, hold on. Like Ben Roethlisberger raped like 2 chicks. Motherfuckers out here hitting, still throwing touchdowns. Nobody talks
And
about
that kicker dad who basically violated his wife, all that, he still has a job.
Yeah.
But Ray Rice, even though how that his wife dropped the charges.
We're going down this path.
That murdered someone?
Ray Rice didn't murder him. What are you talking about?
No, beat his
Yeah, you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
I'm talking about Ray Lewis.
But he was guilty and he was guilty in the court, so we can't prove that he.
But it's let's just rewind. At the end of the day,
he white.
Enzo is going to another chapter in his life. Like, he got what he wanted out of WWE. Not fully, but Homeboy got some leverage out of that. He was working on his own sneaker, I heard, doing a couple other stuff. Like, he got something, and he's working on something big. He's a smart cat.
Highly intelligent. You know, when I heard on I forgot whose podcast, I think Stone Cold or Sam Roberts, and when you sit down, hear about, he's actually a highly intelligent dude. You know, when
He's just a jackass.
no, he's probably just playing a character.
Nah, he's a super troll.
No, yeah.
He's a super troll. Like that Corey Graves interview that he did was the most uncomfortable shit I ever watched.
Am I the only one that he didn't care?
No, it was super uncomfortable. It was weird.
Really uncomfortable.
Nah, I seen worse.
But also, you can't read social cues really well. You don't read social cues really well?
Because I don't care.
Exactly. That's why. You don't read social cues really well.
I'm saying this way. Listen, I judge this for what it is, though. Why am I overlooking this way?
But the thing is, sometimes you have to notice certain things and situations. You never read social cues.
That's what you think.
I tell you sometimes about shit. You're like, oh, I didn't see that.
Because I don't care about this. Listen. Honestly, reason why I didn't find it awkward, because for one, it was after work, I was tired, something to go to sleep with, this, that. I watched the whole thing. It was entertaining. All right, cool. Was it like the best interview ever? Hell no.
But the reason why it wasn't so good is because Corey Graves is a good interviewer.
Of course.
And the fact Enzo's really good on the mic regardless.
Of course.
But the fact that them two together, that energy on that interview, it was even like they were playing cave. It was like just like, I don't like you, you don't like me. But we have to do this for WWE.
Of course. This is why that was probably half the team. I'll probably watch the interview again. I probably won't. I'm not going to watch
the interview. Is he still on? Is the interview up?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's on the network.
Yeah, because
but the energy that they had, it's like Joe Budden and Migos. It was the same level.
You said Mangos?
Migos.
I think you said Mango. I'm hearing shit today.
No. Oh, clean your ears.
I'm definitely.
I said
I never thought you said
Migos.
Mangoes.
I mean, but nevertheless, though, was that interview really that bad at everyone? Y'all making it?
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Enzo's working on something big for himself. And I think he'll come. WWE, you can never say I'm not coming back to WWE.
Yeah.
Because Vince writes nice checks.
Of course. But nevertheless.
Especially that Brock check that Brock.
I mean, nevertheless, though, you know, I wish the best for Enzo. I wish that, I hope that this is not true about him. Whatever you do, man, get your bag.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to move right along to our second segment, which is the WWE recap. So, Raw this week. Gentlemen, talk to me about it. What were your thoughts? What were your highs and lows? Because Raw for me was I don't know. It was a rough 3 hours compared to last week, but can't compare the shakeup versus a whole, as you said, give it time to build. And right now, this is I guess in a sense, the go-home show for the greatest Royal Rumble. So what were you guys' thoughts on Raw this week?
It was okay. It was like you said, a typical going-home show.
It was.
My highlight and my semi-big dick moment of the week.
Yeah, put my phone on charger.
And Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That to me was the best match of the night.
It was.
Like, I truly enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. And what made it so good, we all know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are fucking great in the ring. So especially together, they have phenomenal chemistry. But Braun and Bobby, they're both athletic giants. Like that kick that Braun did.
Fucking drop kick in midair.
What are you doing?
Like,
you are way too big to be doing this
where's
shit.
gravity in this?
Like, you are way too big to be doing shit like this.
I mean, it's kind of similar to the Big Show.
No. Braun was so much better than the Big Show.
No, I mean like similarities when Big Show usually drop kick, go to the top rope.
But it's I get that.
Yeah,
but
it's just
it's not the same athletic ability. Like Big Show doesn't move like Braun.
No, I get that. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm saying that reason why that Braun doesn't really wow me because I seen big guys go.
No, it's
bigger guys than him that go. What's that dude's name? He's in New Japan. That black dude. Big, but that move could do.
He's also black. That don't count.
Oh, War Machine, big dudes, they could go.
Yeah, but Braun moves different. Braun's much more.
100%, but it's just like, it doesn't really wow me.
It doesn't wow you, but it wow me because you have to understand that, like, I'm a personal trainer, so fluidity is key for me to see somebody move like that. Like, he moves with such ease.
He does, I give it that.
And like, his mobility, he's not really stiff. In the, like, you know how big guys have that, like, oh, okay, like, he's loose. He's loose. Bobby's a fucking freak of nature. Bobby Lashley's legit a freak of nature. So that was my, like, dope match of the night. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre. Titus Worldwide, son. What are they doing with these motherfuckers? Like, it's just every week.
They should have sent them to Smackdown.
Every week, let me lose. Every week, let me lose. Every week, let me lose. Like, who did Titus fuck over?
Vince.
Yeah. Sadly. He fucked with Vince and now he's buried. They gave him a gimmick. There's one thing of being buried and like losing every week and not having a gimmick. That's one thing, okay, you just got buried.
You're playing.
But they gave you a gimmick. They gave you like a semi-final. They put people around you and every week you're losing. That was my thing. Woken Matt Hardy, Bray, awesome, solid. Roman Reigns confronted Brock Lesnar. That was actually a kind of a good segment. Of him coming in real quick, not really saying anything, saying like one or two things, then leaving. That's kind of a dope build-up. Roman kind of lost some weight too, and Brock was getting fat. Brock was legit getting fat. Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He was eating Twinkies all week and sitting on his ass and coming out to the ring like once every 3 months. Mm-hmm. He's living his best life.
Yes.
Bobby Roode and Elias.
Oh, it was a solid match.
It was a solid match, but it's
yeah, it was.
But for Roode to lose to a fucking roll up, that was obnoxious. But
now my biggest issue with that, now everything was also solid. Chad versus gender solid. Like, you know, it was just a solid show. That 10-woman tag though. That was a clusterfuck.
It was a consolation prize for you not going to Saudi Arabia.
The only highlight of the match was when Nattie came off the top and then like jumped into the crowd because she was so big.
And she hit her own teammate.
Yeah, she was wild.
They all do that.
No, but like she like almost
but everyone does that.
Head off.
Yeah, but everyone does that when they do like the old teammate when they fly with a drink. They hit everybody.
No, it's one thing if you hit everyone. Like she just hit Ember. Like
directly Ember.
legit.
And then Ember like kind of played it off and like pushed everybody else down. Like everybody, that's what you gotta like. And this is what I'm gonna talk about like later on, like in the documentary we're working on, is that motherfuckers be holding each other down. Because when that happened, everybody else kind of like just dropped, like just to play together. And because Nia kind of fucked up, but then you can't blame her because not everybody was where they were supposed to be in that situation. But they kind of like made up a little bit, like, oh, this is all drop.
I mean, but overall though, that match was trash.
It was a clusterfuck. That 10-man tag was legit a cluster.
It was trash, and I felt the ending just was like, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, it was like, and the only highlight for me was the Bliss moment.
With Bliss.
Solid.
Moment with Bliss.
Solid.
Bliss is talented, boy.
I've been saying that about her.
We all said that. Nobody's ever turned me down about that. Hold on. Paul, I'm going to pause for a second. You have an OD chip on your shoulder for no apparent reason. No. You think everybody's against you and niggas be agreeing with you.
We don't even talk about this now?
Yeah. We're on the show. Let the people talk to the people. My nigga.
Because you be swearing I don't put you on to some dope stuff, son.
I never said you didn't put me on to some dope stuff. But at the same half the time you yelling at me and her about niggas that we agree with you. No, you lying. And you making a scene and then do some shit. I was like, yo.
Who's yelling now? Yes. But you be yelling all the time. I'll be like, yeah, man, you wrong. I ain't wrong. I'm incredible. You rip your shirt.
I don't sound like I never rip my shirt.
I don't sound like that either.
Yes, you do.
I don't sound just like no.
Yes, you do.
Just use your regular voice. I sound just like you.
You're yelling.
Oh, now you know how I feel.
You're yelling. So we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna give my. Is it a big dick moment of the week? No, it was not big dicks. It was a little soft. That's what we'll always.
That's so awkward.
That worked for me. What's up, Lee?
Because y'all jerk your dicks off.
Okay.
It's a lot of comments.
So just read a few so that Mr. Black can talk about his thoughts on Raw.
So the first person on Black Raw was weak. Lala's bro said, like, bro, I was broken. I hate Ron and Bobby.
Yeah, I agree.
But Ron killing Kevin Owens was amazing. Raw was okay, but Braun Strowman was moving around like he was a cruiserweight.
Legit.
Ron, I should say their names too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Julian Bell said crazy, great. He spelled great wrong. He said GR.
Okay, this is not the time
Stop being an English teacher, son.
to grammar.
All right. Do the next segment. Come on, please. Can you be there all day?
Kitty Kravitz said that Drew promo was fire.
It was.
Black and Wrestling Alliance said Titus Road Ride.
All right, last one.
One last one.
Last one is from J Domes 515. They said they are high grade jobbers.
Titus
Worldwide. What were your thoughts on Raw this week?
Raw was trash. Like, it was doo-doo. Like, it wasn't excitement at all. Like, it was just like, I fell asleep.
It's doo-doo, baby.
Like, I fall asleep in everything. And mind you, I haven't fallen asleep on Raw in a minute. The fact that it was mad boring, like...
Masturbated in between?
Wow.
I fell asleep. What the hell, nigga?
I don't know, you on your phone or you watching it?
You're a real nigga.
Why you being so loud?
So aggressive. All right, so as you felt like Raw was doo-doo, let's talk about Smackdown real quick.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry. You just said doo-doo, so I...
No, like, you interrupted me. It was trash. Like, cool, the Dolph and Drew thing was real solid, excellent promo. You know, once again, I'm part of the Woken universe, so solid. What the hell are they doing, Bobby Lashley? Like, I feel like Bobby Lashley in the ring with Braun Strowman, like, he treated him like he was just a rookie that the up and coming, like, yo, I'm gonna son him. Even though that Bobby Lashley been wrestling way longer, is probably a little bit way more gifted than him in the ring. He do way more stuff. And why is Bobby Lashley not using the Dominator? Like, I thought he was gonna bust out the Dominator this week, but he hasn't busted out anyway. And why is Bobby Lashley not in a ladder match that was advertised previously, and Samoa Joe's in a ladder match?
Because that's what they wrote. Card is always subject to change.
Nevertheless, though, like, you put the whole video on the page, come on, like, what are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing, man? Come on, man. Brian Corbin,
where did that accent come from? Continue.
From my mouth.
Pause.
What was trash? Again, it was trash.
All right, so roll into SmackDown. What were your thoughts on SmackDown this week?
Oh, sidebar. The Jinder versus Chad Gable match, real solid match. I definitely enjoyed that match. SmackDown, oh man. Tess son, Big Cash? With that promo?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about the dead like that.
How we talking about him? Like we complimented him like we love Tess. So we're not talking trash about him. Like his son, Big Cass?
Big Cass is his son, dude.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a repackaged Tess.
I mean,
instead of wearing long pants like Tess did with the sunglasses.
Yo,
he got those.
Yes.
Trash.
Yeah. Yeah, his entrance music changed. Solid. Fire entrance music. The fact that how that, yo.
It's because he ain't fucking with Carmelo no more. Exactly.
The fact that how his promo in there was solid. Him and the Miz. Him and the statements was real solid. Oh, that's where everything went down. Shut the Benjamin Rain on him. Shinsuke new song.
That shit was Yoga
Flames.
Yoga Flames, son.
That whole main event, it was all right, but I like the fact that it gave you another side of Shinsuke. Gave him a brand new song, more heelish. The fact that my son uppercut, mad hard.
That's Shoryuken.
Shoryuken. And crazy thing why, because like how I
really thought his arm was
on fire.
I was like, yo.
Just a Shoryuken.
He was like, oh, this shit looks so good. I this looks like a computer game. I was like, Shoryuken. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Great storytelling.
Up, down. Up. B. It's a Shoryuken.
Yeah,
solid. And the fact that storytelling, like how that he lined up AJ. AJ was grinding coming up. My son, Wesley took the hit for him. Boom. Ricky! Solid, son.
Ricky!
Fat, I felt it, son. It's like,
It was like that.
It was. So,
Because he did light him up.
a lot of them
And
up.
then he took the bullet for it.
Get it, Bullet Club.
Oh, that's corny. That's fat corny.
Yeah, he did
No, but
take the bullet.
I don't like the fact that Corey Graves is so quick to call them the club. Like, I was just like, nigga, they was just on Raw 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And you were still calling them the club. Pick your side.
No. Either
Like,
way, though,
what the fuck?
I like the fact that how they pair him with AJ. Like, so you don't have no loyalty. Like, whoever is offended one week, next week you with AJ. Come on, man.
It's the Men in Black situation.
Yeah. Nevertheless, though, was Raw. It was SmackDown. It was probably the semi-ish, hardish, but it wasn't all like big dick status.
No, not at all. So, I don't know why. The little big cast as heel was not bad.
Solid.
But I wasn't in love with it. Because Baby Test did his thing, though. He did his thing.
Baby Test.
I'm not calling him Big Cast. I'm calling him Baby Test.
Baby Test. That's
Baby
it.
Test did his thing.
Baby Test was
and
solid,
you can see
son.
that they're going to give him a push.
Yeah.
They put him on Miss TV. They give him that extra
But I'm
push.
happy that his time off, he didn't spend it not complaining about it, but he definitely worked on his skills.
Of course, you have to replace in that industry. One thing you gotta listen to, I told you this before, Lillian Garcia's podcast. There's one with Carmella.
Auntie?
Yeah, Auntie Lillian
That's
Garcia.
not my auntie.
Auntie Lillian Garcia
Yes, it is.
made these motherfuckers cry. Because Carmella was straight crying over Big Cass.
What?
Yeah. And she's yeah. Because she played back, shout out to Celebrities for Zeke for putting me on. She played back an old audio of Carmella talking about Big Cass. Like, oh, you know how I love him, blah, blah, blah. She played that audio back. And Carmella's
She came with the receipts.
And then Carmella was crying. Like, well, maybe he might come on SmackDown. So now they're on SmackDown together, so I don't know.
So is that a work?
If he gonna get back in it.
And we're gonna watch the next season.
He's gonna take it down. He didn't wanna take it down. He's kind of tall though, so like he got a little leverage.
Yeah, he put the leverage, he put the title on his neck.
You can do the power bomb.
Are y'all done? Y'all done?
I love him, baby.
Are y'all done?
Give it the test stick. Good status.
Okay, yeah.
Are y'all done?
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Y'all
Jimmy
got the
Uso
chance.
versus Rowan.
That got me tight. How she came out to save that got me tight.
I'm getting annoyed by this shit.
I'm getting annoyed.
by
Y'all
this
right,
shit.
sir.
I don't know what they're trying to do with this. I'm getting annoyed by
I
this.
take that back what I said last week. It's annoying already. I'm sorry,
All right.
guys.
Carmella and Charlotte Flair signing shit, that shit was fly. I like that.
I didn't get to see that.
I like that. That shit was good. I truly enjoyed the little chemistry they got going. Because what I see is the prissy girl from the Upper East Side. You know what I mean? Real prissy. Straight
Let me
from
put my
money.
eyes to imagine this.
It's imagine this shit. You know, she Upper East Side. She from good money. She wealthy. And
Cheerleader.
No, she wasn't no cheerleader.
She was a cheerleader.
No, she wasn't.
No,
She
not in
was.
real life. I'm talking about the story.
No. In the story, right? She's Upper East Side, got money, and you know, she bumped into that girl from Queens, from Astoria, Carmella. You know, low middle class family. They drinking champagne out of cans. You know, low class.
I
You
don't
know what I
like
mean?
shipping out of cans. That's
You know what I mean? So I see that chemistry there. Like, you think you better than me, bitch? Oh no, you didn't.
It's like Bad Girls Club.
Woo! Bad Girls Club and the Divas. Divas. Bad Girls Club Turtle Diva.
All right, so
Work it. Then move, walk your way out of it. Then we stop. Shelton Benjamin, Randy Orton. What year are we in? What fucking year are we in?
2003.
What the fuck is this shit? First, Jeff Hardy comes out, and I'm hyped. I'm like, yo, okay.
I ain't gonna front. I was dancing with him. I was like, I was dancing.
I was like, yo, this is about to be lit.
About to be lit.
And this nigga said, oh no, time machine time. Let's go back in time. Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
What the fuck? Nigga, I don't want to see this shit. And you all know I love Randy. And I love Shelton Benjamin, but no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this shit. We are not doing
you
this
gotta
shit.
eat too. You gotta munch too, man.
He ain't enough. Randy Orton is
No, not Randy. I'm talking about my son, Shell.
So feed him Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. I think they should have
But
fed him
he can't
Jeff.
really do nothing until after this Royal Rumble thing. Because there's still a possibility that the mid-card title swap.
Yeah, that is true. Which we'll be talking about in a second.
Yeah.
So, Shinsuke, Rusev, I'm really happy they won. I'm really happy they won, storyline wise. Let's say Rusev looked good. I think Rusev is winning at the World's Greatest Royal Rumble.
I mean, he better. Like, Undertaker's like $1 million.
Relax.
$1 million? Nigga, like $5 million.
Everyone relax.
Nigga out here doing quarter squats. That fucking Sarah in the background. Come on, baby, let's go, do your thing.
It's Michelle McCool.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's his old wife. My bad. It's Michelle.
You don't like when people bring up your old bitches, so don't bring up his old.
Yeah, why gotta be female dogs?
Michelle in the back. Come on, baby, squat.
I mean,
She's squatting with him.
She's squatting to death. I love Undertaker, but nigga hit death. And I'm mad. And I only gotta get over until he shows a better video.
So you should hit him up and train him.
I will, because he old.
All I'm saying is this, I ain't I ain't excited for this casting match. Like, I ain't excited for that.
No, I'm excited though.
Oh,
Why?
wait. Before we get there.
So, the closing on SmackDown was decent.
Yeah, it was semi-hard.
It was semi-hard.
Yeah.
This is so awkward every week.
So, we can move on.
I mean, like how we tried to incorporate, vagina, but you said no.
Look at you with your watch, B.
Shut up. Because that's not appropriate.
Somebody getting money. Somebody getting money.
That was
What's up, Leo?
What's up, Leah? Before we move on to predictions for the greatest, fakest Royal Rumble.
Two things. Do you think Sutter Home is low class?
Shut up, like the Moscato?
Yeah.
No.
They had those cans.
Yeah. It's pretty dope, especially when you go to like a festival.
Yeah.
Is that your personal question or someone asked that?
That was my personal question.
Okay.
And I have SmackDown, so
just give me like 4.
4:15 said that Randy vs. Benjamin was really good. Lala's World said I doubt Carmella and Cass is getting back together. And then she also said that Charlotte handled that signing of the thing with class. And
that's the point of the character.
Black Wrestling Alliance said that section was good. Charlotte would call about smart. And SmackDown was a semi. Black Wrestling Science.
Okay.
Throw your 4 arms up.
This is so weird every week. All right, so let's go on to our predictions for the greatest Royal Rumble. So I will start from, let's do the vacant Raw Tag Team title. So we have Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus Smackdown's The Bar. Who's winning?
Come on, man. The Woken Universe.
The Woken Universe winning that.
All right, and then we have the Smackdown Tag Team title match, which is the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos.
I think the Usos are going to win because Naomi's going to interfere.
Yeah. But they might not get the title.
But could she interfere and actually they lose?
Oh, my bad. She can't interfere because she's not allowed in the arena.
Ooh.
So Bludgeon Brothers win.
Okay, next.
My bad.
Good catch. Let's do the WWE United States title match, which is Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. Now, mind you, Jeff Hardy is on SmackDown.
I think Jinder gonna win
Jinder's
because the
on
fact
Raw.
that Triple H buried him.
Okay.
Jinder's gonna win because we're in Saudi.
Yeah, and they buried him last time with Triple H.
Okay.
Your man's, right? Burying everybody.
Trips. He doesn't bury.
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't bury.
Everyone gets buried every day, B.
No, he buried
Yeah.
literally all the top stars on Raw
No, he
during his
hasn't.
reign of terror as world champion.
No, he hasn't.
Booker T, RVD,
No.
Kane. You want to continue?
What I want you to do is I want you to listen to what's his name that's now on the network?
Something to wrestle with?
Yes, Brother Love, because that's how I remember him. Listen to his podcast on 420, and he talks about, oddly enough, don't ask me why I was listening to that. Oddly enough, he was talking about RVD's. I was in someone's car. He was talking about RVD's like career, because it was 420 and everyone knows RVD's a pothead. He specifically talks about that time when he lost to Triple H and what happened backstage and why he
Okay,
lost.
grant that, but it doesn't explain Triple H buried other people.
Doesn't bury. Like, everyone buries everybody. Like, are you...
He buried the whole Smackdown during the Smackdown Survivor Series where he buried Shane and Kurt Angle.
Hold on.
Come on.
You know what I really...
It's a difference between
You know what I
bury
really love about women? Is their loyalty. They're loyal. They're super biased loyalty of women. Because I'm going to tell you why. Triple H left China. He's on China. Went to Stephanie McMahon.
But you love, but like how that, you hate Lita, right? You hate Lita, right? You hate Lita, right?
You have to differentiate personal.
Lita, right?
You have to differentiate personal and professional.
I say that, but you hate Lita for no reason.
No, I don't hate Lita for no reason. Everyone knows why I don't like Lita. Go ahead.
Can I finish? Tripp's kind of the same thing that Lita did.
Thank you.
But he got more out of it.
Exactly.
He smashed mad bitches. Huh?
Oh, he...
How do we know that Lita smashed mad niggas?
Yeah, how do you know
Man,
that?
are you kidding me?
How do you know
CM
that?
Punk, Matt, Edge.
But no, he smashed CM Punk after Edge.
Exactly.
Regardless.
Not during Edge.
But regardless, Triple H, and it's not to condone anything, but Triple H went from China to Stephanie McMahon, and that was it.
Because he can't do nothing.
Exactly.
He had the boss's wife.
Exactly.
He can't do
He
anything.
legit dated Stephanie, and then they stopped dating, and then they got back together.
And you forget that he got China fired and she's not still in the Hall of Fame.
But is that all Triple H's fault, or is that...
But
she should definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, a long time ago, when she was alive. But yeah,
I'll talk about China to the end of
but
time.
yeah, all I'm saying is this way. All I'm saying is this way.
But to put it
Like,
all on one person, that's not
But
fair.
all I'm saying is this way. You give Lita such a hard time.
Because she out here... Really?
How do you know that? How do you know that? You was
So
there?
wrestling world, we don't know that Lita was smashing and dashing everybody?
You don't know that. You don't know that. It's like saying
we don't
this
know
way.
that, but that's a clear storyline to that. There's a clear indication that she was fucking
but
with.
Triple
and
H,
I'm pretty sure she smashed Seth Rollins too. But
you know that. You see? You know that, like, you're right. What you said earlier, besides the fact...
We ain't no sponsors on this shit.
We pretty not.
I just realized that shit.
Yeah.
The more we do this shit...
I always talk about trips in the highest level. Y'all niggas want to bury us on top of burying trips.
I don't want to bury Triple H. I'm just showing that you have straight loyalty.
Yeah.
And I enjoy your biased loyalty.
Yeah.
It's not biased.
Yes, it is.
Biased, bro.
How?
It's a little biased.
Okay.
But we ain't getting no sponsors.
Okay.
We're talking about smashing Peter Home. We're talking about Triple H smashing
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Everyone knows that.
Okay.
So those that are watching on the live feed, is Lita a hoe? Yes or no? And that rhymed.
Okay.
That was a 16 bar right there.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm asking
Let me ask you a question.
Yo, this is good.
Why is... Okay. But no. All I'm saying is this way. Along the lines like this way. Listen. All I'm saying is this. Because the hood side about to cut out on me.
For what?
You gotta turn your hat backwards.
I'm like Ash. Oh, stop. Boom. Let me put you on, son. So you're saying this way. Let's say how Lita did sleep with all this guy in the back room, right? I'm not saying yes or no. Let's say hypothetically for story purposes, right?
Hey guys.
Right? And after that, she's single, right? Like she was single, right?
I don't know.
No. I'm asking.
I don't know her life.
Let me say.
According to you. I don't know
Okay, but hypothetically speaking though, right? Let's say how she was single. What makes her a hoe? What's making any different than a guy sleeping with a whole bunch of girls?
A guy would be a hoe too. I never said that. That's a total different conversation. I never said if a guy out here sleeping with mad bitches that he's not a hoe.
Okay, but listen. Why don't get Triple H?
You got on me about putting stuff in my words. I never said that.
Okay. No. I never said you said that. I'm asking as a question. You answer it.
A hoe is a hoe.
All I'm saying is this way. Keep that same energy for Triple H for violating China. Got him fired and everything like that. Keep that same energy and out the Hall of Fame.
What I'm gonna need you to do, it has nothing to do with being in the Hall of Fame. He's not the only person.
Matt Hardy, he's back in the company. Edge, he's working with the company.
Lita was on the damn panel of the pre-show. Where's she at now?
Everyone's eating.
Doing fucking indie signees. So come on.
So what?
Don't do that.
That's Edge.
Don't do
that. People do that.
Yo, I want to talk about the British Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Can you check to see if people are saying Leah's a hoe? Yes or no? Because I want to know.
Nobody said.
Yo, don't say she's a hoe. Leave her alone. Yo, people, leave me alone. I like Lita for her work.
That's
cool. Her work.
That's
Listen,
cool.
if she want to suck dick before a match, yo, that's her, son. Let her suck dick before a match.
Let her be the greatest dick sucker of all time.
Yo, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. Yo, you're a great dick sucker.
So just the same way as you talk about Triple H, it's the same way how when Lita did all that dirty shit to Matt, they ended up firing him off of all of that shit.
He came back. And the storyline was tough.
And
My Heart Never Dies, those bloody wars, it created great contact.
Yep.
Where was China? Where's she at though? Where's she at though?
Yeah.
JD 415 said she started being a whole in ECW.
Oh, thanks.
You was there, nigga? You was there? You saw her? You saw her sucking dick? You wasn't there, nigga. You wasn't there with your sucking dick like this. You wasn't there. None of y'all was
when
there.
you trying to get to the top, you might as well do some top, right?
That was bars. That was bars.
All right.
That was bars.
So,
but still, you was there with your sucking dick.
Yo,
You didn't, listen, you didn't catch it like this sucking dick.
Oh, yeah.
She said in 98, 99.
Thank you, yeah.
Wait, she was in ECW 1999. Wait, she was with what's up?
In the beginning, right before she went into WCW and was with the Hardys and was fucking Matt, and then was fucking Edge, and then
oh my gosh!
And it was fucking.
Triple H got shot and fired.
I'm pretty sure she smashed Seth Rollins. I'm pretty.
How you know that?
Sure about
You was there?
I'm pretty sure.
You was there?
I'm pretty
Seth
sure.
told you?
Yo, so this greatest Royal Rumble.
You got nigga for him?
Fakest Royal Rumble.
Seth Daddy?
So let's talk about
For him
Seth.
too?
So the ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental title, Seth Rollins, your hands, you gotta watch them because I don't like it. Ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental title. Thank you. We have Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor versus The Miz. Now, mind you, 2 guys are from SmackDown and 2 guys are from Raw on this one. Thanks.
Seth Rollins, he's gonna retain. There's no point in taking the title.
Is it?
But then again, though, it would be nice for the no.
The road to The Miz breaking the title to Streak. So
I don't no. I think that The Miz elevated that title enough, and now it's just like he's kind of beneath, like he's kind of over the title. Give him a championship run, something. I feel like The Miz should just transition to the WWE Championship race. And I feel like The Miz should have win. If he wins, cool. But should like Samoa Joe win it to bring on the SmackDown? Of course. But do you think that Joe really needs that title right now?
Joe needs something.
No. I'm not saying he doesn't need nothing. I'm saying right now, no. I feel like Finn needs it more than the other 3 guys. He needs way more than the other 3 guys.
Finn's not gonna get it.
No.
It's Samoa.
I don't think so.
Bring over to SmackDown, have him and Miz feud. That would be a phenomenal feud.
Okay.
Now,
I don't agree with you, but okay.
it'd be a phenomenal feud. And I think, did we do Jinder already?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
I think
did.
Jinder's gonna get the US title.
You both said Jinder were gonna win.
Yeah, we both said Jinder won.
You said Finn, and then you said Joe.
Yeah.
And then we have the WWE Cruiserweight title match. So if those that watch 205 Live on Tuesday found out that Kalisto won the gauntlet. So it's Kalisto versus Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander's winning.
Yeah, he's gonna win next. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. He's gonna win.
Okay, there's no argument. You both agree.
Talk about Wakanda.
Okay.
Hey, what's next?
Let's talk about Trips. So we have a singles match: Triple H versus John Cena.
Oh, the Burying Kings.
Okay. I don't know who's gonna win this shit.
Yeah.
Cause it's like it's 2 big fucking egos in this fucking match.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure John Cena's gonna win.
Pretty much, I agree with you.
But there's a small part of it's gonna be like, Triple H is probably gonna do this shit and make sure John Cena loses.
Yeah.
Cause when Triple H wrestles for reasons. That's the only reason why he get into the ring. He lost that Ronda match because he got to put Ronda over. Now, he's doing this shit.
Wait, what did you just say? What did you just say?
Because he put Ronda over. I didn't see
But he
No,
didn't take.
I didn't hear it clearly. So I just wanted to double check and make sure I heard you correctly say that Triple H lost at WrestleMania.
But he didn't take the fall.
So
His wife did. Oh, I know.
Because
Oh,
it's a mixed tag team.
I'm not a wrestler. It doesn't matter. Oh, like that slam. My son Ronda rolled up about to slam.
what
He
you
couldn't hit
said-
that slam,
what
right?
you said was-
He put it over that way.
Triple H lost. Stephanie and Trips lost to put Ronda over. That what you said, right?
That's your argument?
I'm just asking a question.
Yo, that's your argument?
I'm just asking a question.
Continue. That match?
Continue.
Like I said before.
Gosh, man.
Before you-
Why don't you marry Triple H?
I could, I would.
So before you kids argued about
I'm
that,
not kidding. I just didn't hear you. I was just
like I
saying.
said before, I think Triple H is going to win because he doesn't do anything without a good reason. Now, what's the next match?
Well, he didn't say. You said John Cena 2 or Triple H? Who's winning?
They don't want to hit each other with the shovel, so no one wins.
Okay.
All right, talking about shovels, we're gonna go to the casket match. So we have The Undertaker versus
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day to everyone that is watching on the live feed and that will be watching on YouTube. Who's gonna win?
Rusev.
Yeah.
Really?
Rusev
Yes.
is winning. They have to put him over.
Yeah.
And if he does win, I'll be really tight.
Yeah, like why is Undertaker
Why would you
winning?
be tight?
It makes sense, man.
For purposes
There
of
is no
getting.
storyline to this.
But yeah, but like to get the guy over.
He's already over.
But what does Undertaker gain from winning?
What does any of them gain from winning besides a W?
Again, people say winning losses don't matter, but it actually does matter.
Nah, depends.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Undertaker win. He don't come back until like what? Next year, WrestleMania. And
Okay.
again, what's name stresses? CM Punk said this years ago. These part-timers win on these full-time guys, and then the part-time leaves, and the full-time guy's stuck with no storyline after that. What do you gain from Undertaker winning?
There isn't a
Nothing.
storyline for this.
But no.
But the thing about it, Rusev deserves to win.
Exactly.
Rusev needs a win.
But no. I'm saying it this way. What do you gain if Undertaker wins?
What do you gain if Rusev wins?
Momentum. More
He
momentum.
already has it though.
No.
He has.
When you have 78,000 people screaming Happy Rusev Day, which was a smidge higher than the Yes chant, you're already
Let me ask you a
over.
question.
Like there's no lost momentum.
Yeah, but it's like he's not looking strong.
And he definitely lost like 2 weeks ago on Smackdown.
Yeah, it's gonna keep killing him. Because
Exactly. And
it's gonna start,
exactly.
you're not feeling it now, but if you keep losing,
But him
Exactly.
losing to The Undertaker isn't like a crazy
He
thing.
deserves to
He
win.
deserves to win because what does Undertaker gain from winning? Nothing.
What does either of them gain from this
Momentum.
Momentum what?
Boom. You know, Corey Graves on the
If
thing.
you have a momentum with someone, there's a storyline to it. There's a build up to it. There's nothing that he will gain from a build up from beating the Undertaker.
I'll take you
that'll
back.
Add on to
I'll
his
take
thing.
you back. Scott Hall versus 1-2-3 Kid. Scott Hall had nothing to gain from winning that match. 1-2-3 Kid, it was just a simple match, exhibition match. 1-2-3 Kid won that match. I got so much momentum after that.
He caught a little like
Doesn't matter.
It wasn't even a
It's momentum. Still to this
That was
day,
not a
his
momentum.
name got changed to the 1-2-3 Kid after that.
That was not a momentum.
What?
I don't agree.
Momentum.
Momentum would have been like if 1-2-3 Kid would have won against Razor Ramon
He did.
at the time. If he won and then he would have got a WWF title match.
Too small
He was too small during the time, and that's the
So
fact
Daniel
that
Bryan.
at the time.
different time.
I'm just saying, it's the same mentality. Like if you're gonna have a momentum, there's an end game to it. There was no end game to him winning.
I get what you're saying.
What you're saying,
I'm
but it's
just saying.
momentum.
Rusev deserves to win.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What did Undertaker gain from beating Bray Wyatt?
The streak. No, that was after the streak.
Exactly. Sure. You get nothing.
Nothing.
He's still WrestleMania.
What did Bray was going to gain if he had won?
Listen,
Who would've known?
Way more momentum. He would have just been the darkness of the whole WWE. He would have got way more momentum. So stop looking at it.
So then so let's say in your fantasy world, he would have gained that momentum, but then took the ultimate, he then went on to losing. Then what? Then all of that was for nothing.
But he still had that on his resume.
So Rusev winning a casted match
Yes.
is great on the resume.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
yes.
Great.
Like, example, you know the Undertaker beat Jeff Hardy in a ladder match? Jeff Hardy got that momentum because his performance in that match.
Okay. So who won that match?
Undertaker because he was world champion.
So,
and again, it was Atlanta Giants.
To piggyback off of that, if Taker won, wouldn't there be the same thing?
Taker was a full-time talent then.
Let's take
Rusev
out
was full-time
and
talent.
part-time. If the same
hold
thing
on,
happened
hold on,
to
hold
what
on.
he said,
Hold on.
that Jeff Hardy ended up being able to, you were able to see Jeff Hardy's talent.
Listen,
If Rusev loses, but you still get to see the talent, is that still taking
Because
someone
at the end
away
of the
from
day,
them?
Undertaker put him over by raising up his hands and say, yo, this kid is tough. that was off the
you
script.
can't really raise a hand in a casket.
No, listen. It just looks great.
Right.
Him being the Undertaker in a casket match.
His match
sounds amazing for Rusev. Regardless if it's just an exhibition match or a pay-per-view or a fucking match on Raw or SmackDown. It looks fucking great. Hearing that Rusev beat the Undertaker in a casket match sounds amazing.
For casual fans that are watching the Wild, they may come to the bar and be like, oh shoot, this is Rusev? Who's this guy? Let me check this out. Let me continue to watching him. Momentum. If he lose, dang, typical Undertaker, just winning matches, bouncing him to win.
But then Taker goes back into to Never Never Land, and then Rusev's momentum doesn't stop. It continues on SmackDown.
It hurts.
I don't think so.
Just like how that Bray had mad momentum and lost to John Cena. That stopped his momentum. But if Bray had won that match, continuing his momentum. When Rusev lost to John Cena for U.S. title, lost his momentum.
I'm seeing long term.
You're seeing long term, but the thing about it, those bumps can hurt players.
They can hurt, but they also can help.
It doesn't help them.
How do you know that? We don't know that.
We'll see. You know what? We'll see.
You don't know that because he could flip it and say, you know what, I lost to Undertaker, but build something from there.
We'll see what happens.
And then what if he ends up calling the Undertaker back out, and then they do something else? You don't know.
I think Rusev deserves to be winning.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about the WWE title match: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I can see Shinsuke winning this. I don't know why, but in my gut, I see Shinsuke winning this.
I see AJ having finally buying and purchasing a cup for his area, and Nakamura trying to do it and then hurts himself.
When did that happen? A wrestler did that before.
Yeah.
China was China.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and I've had X-Pac did that too. When China lowbrow him, he took out the cup. It's like, I got a cup.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking Shinsuke.
There's no point in AJ winning. It's good for him to keep winning, but at this point,
What do you mean? There's no point in AJ winning.
Now you bugging.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Yo, the Chase is way better as a heel champion. As champion, come on, B. Come on, the Chase can be so much greater, son. Think about it. He won the championship. Now, Shinsuke on top of the card, feuds, him chasing out the championship. That would be great.
I really think this event, a lot of titles are going to change. Because what happened at WrestleMania,
Swerve Mania,
what everybody thought these titles were going to change, and they didn't. They're waiting for the Greatest Royal Rumble to do this shit.
I feel like
because there's so much money invested into it.
Yeah, so much invested.
You laughing? What's up?
I mean, basically everybody's saying that you're a Taker fan and don't argue with you.
Oh, there you go. Smart. Whoever's watching, smart.
Just like my brother says, you're loyal, but
smart
sometimes
people,
And he said you're Undertaker and Triple H fan, so
Yep.
that's like a non-argument.
yeah, there's no
Who said
argument.
it?
Everybody.
Ness said it probably.
Notorious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Lawrence. That's clear.
I am Black Wrestling Alliance and Coach Suki.
Okay,
Yeah.
but anyways, regardless, I'm telling you this, a lot of titles are going to change.
I agree with
Friday.
you. Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Because WrestleMania was WrestleMania, but it was like WrestleMania 0.5. This is the other half of WrestleMania.
Okay.
Because it was the
great.
way that they're promoting this shit.
And the stage.
And they're going about. Have you seen the arena for it?
Beautiful.
It was like a WrestleMania type of arena.
Yeah.
Like their whole setup and everything. We're gonna see a lot of big changes, and that's why it's such a big deal. Like, people need to watch this if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
On your fucking laptop, on your fucking
Smartphone.
tablet, smartphone, at Legends with us.
With them.
Yes. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of title change, a lot of surprises that we think.
Of course.
A lot of people are taking it as, oh, it's just some exhibition shit.
Yeah.
Like a fucking house show.
I think everyone thought that until they found out this shit was 5-6 hours long.
Yeah.
Then you're like, this
So
is
a lot
actually
is gonna happen
a little
on
bigger.
there. That's why I can see Shinsuke winning.
I agree with that.
I can see Rusev winning this.
Thank you.
But
What about the
next
big
match?
The steel cage match For the WWE Universal titles, we have Brock Lesnar without Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman will not be joining him in Saudi Arabia. Versus
Like, Paul Heyman gonna make a difference.
Roman Reigns. Relax. Versus Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar's winning.
Yeah. He's gonna he's gonna murder him in that cage.
He's gonna win. Small chance Roman wins, but I'm really going with Brock.
Yeah, I'm going with Brock, yeah.
Because he has this weird contract now.
Yeah, he makes
And I think they're gonna make Roman chase the title for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then it'll be pointless. It'll be stale. Because he was chasing the title for 365 days and he lost.
He wasn't. He was into our championship for a while. He had the stuff with the.
Everyone knows all those things were roadblocks. Everyone knows from
But
WrestleMania.
It wasn't like it's conceptual.
Everyone knows from WrestleMania 33 that the main event was going to be Brock versus Roman. Everyone.
But we all know the real WrestleMania is the greatest Royal Rumble. So I'm telling you guys.
Okay.
Oh no, I went to the real WrestleMania.
Right, so what's next?
Wait, last but not least, they have the 50-man. This is why they call it the greatest Royal Rumble. 50-man Royal Rumble. I want to know your opinion on who's going to be number 1, who's going to be number 50, and who's going to win.
Number 1 is going to be Braun Strowman. He's going to stay in there until like late into it, and Daniel Bryan wins.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
It's just like, you know, there's like I have no real interest in this because like we're gonna win a trophy.
Yes.
So I'm not really interested in it.
But this is the whole premise of the show.
It doesn't mean I'm into it.
All right, so we'll move on.
All right, so we have our next segment, which is rivalries. So, what are your dream matches for the week?
Vince versus his dad.
Vince versus his dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How's that funny?
I know myself was funny.
If I just see you over snickering, you look at me like...
Because they
once
can.
again, you do what you did or what I told you about?
No, I'm wondering because like
No.
they got mad quiet.
It was
Because it was random.
It never happened.
I can't react?
You know, and it's, especially after referee Shane Daddy.
What?
Shane Daddy-o, you know?
Shane McMahon's going to be the referee?
Yes.
Is
Choose his
Stephanie
grandfather,
McMahon? Is
his
Stephanie
pops.
McMahon going to be the ring announcer?
Nah, you doing too much.
And you saying Vince versus Vince is not too much?
No. It's just like dad versus son. Just like, so you say that Vince versus Shane wasn't too much? It was perfect, right? So why not take a step ahead and then, you know, his grandfather versus pops?
Sure, if that's what you want.
What about, I don't care. What's yours?
What's yours?
Bobby Roode versus Chris Benoit.
Why?
I think it would be a great technical match and real groundwork done. And like, I think it'll be a great match. I just enjoy. I see them both looking phenomenal in the ring. And they both look good too, so pause.
How's that game?
Pause.
You just said, like, for example, like...
You know what I put up the other day? On my Instagram?
No. What's your dream match?
Oh, you're not cutting me off, B.
You cut me off every week, B. You get cut off every day, B.
I'm going off something, but what if guys talk the way that girls talk?
We talked about it 2 weeks ago, boy.
You guys do.
Yeah.
Huh?
We talked
Guys
about that
do.
2 weeks ago. Remember on the podcast, I was like, how that,
wasn't here.
I can't tell Leo that, how that.
But you weren't, she wasn't here.
Yeah, she was, because, like, remember,
2
like...
weeks ago, I wasn't.
But you said how you was here on a live feed.
I was here, but I wasn't here. Like, I tuned in for a little bit, and then I mind my business.
This is your business.
Yeah, but I just got back from a long-ass vacation. I went to sleep.
True. Let me say, anyways, we move on. So what's your dream match?
There was no more from that?
No.
What?
That was it.
Listen,
Okay.
The anti like combating.
This week was Andrade Cien Almas versus Eddie Guerrero.
You already said that.
I'm saying it again.
This is laziness.
And Vince versus Vince is not lazy? Are you kidding me?
No.
All right.
No.
Cool.
No. That's
Cool
worse
story,
than
bro.
Jeff Jarrett versus, you know, Elias in like
That was
a guitar
great.
match. No, it wasn't. It was trash.
But if yours is trash, are you kidding me? Are you dead ass?
He mad or nah?
Like, no, I'm not. But I'm just saying, you sat here and we both was like, the fuck? Like, it was a clear of what the fuck moment. But we gave it to you. So when I say something, it's
Because
like,
you repeated
oh my
yourself.
God, it's the
You
worst.
repeated
It's still a
yourself.
match that's never happened. I still follow the directions. Leave it alone.
You being lazy.
You were too. Is that not the laziest
But
shit?
I did not repeat myself.
Let me think about Vince McMahon. Oh, wait. Let me think about his dad who's dead. And let's put those
Audience,
together.
which one's worse? Mine's or hers?
Mine's
hers,
way more interesting.
Hers?
Mine's is
her
way more
repeating
interesting.
herself, or me actually
You're
coming
being
up with something
actually
original?
lazy and being like, I'm gonna take Vince J. McMahon and Vince K. McMahon.
Oh, my personal favorite. Oh, you know, I don't want to think hard enough, so then just repeat myself.
Yes.
You ain't low, nigga.
I never thought, well, if I repeated it, oh well. Like, I followed the
son.
directions. You followed the directions. Did you not follow the directions? All right, so we move on.
Just
to your
steal pics.
stupid ass, big dick of the moment shit. What?
I said,
What?
what's your worst picks? Relax. I said, what's your worst picks?
It's not a worst pick. It'll be a technical match. It'll be almost like a lucha match.
You already repeated it.
But it doesn't mean that it's not worse.
So you continue the rivalry is what you're doing?
I don't even give a fuck about rivalries anymore because blew minds. Your next segment is this dumbass big dick moment of the week that both these big dick niggas is gonna talk about some big dick shit that no one gives a fuck about.
We
So
care.
go for
Leo,
it.
you care, right?
Go
you
for
care,
it.
right?
Those that are watching on the IG feed, what is your big dick of the moment of the week for these niggas to just slap their fucking arms all over the goddamn place like they jerking off on fucking live TV like it's a fucking porno. Shit is obnoxious. So those that are watching, please tell us your big dick moment of the week. Why don't you? And while these two dudes tell us their big dick moment of the week too, so everyone can be on the same big dick level. So which one of y'all want to go first?
So my big dick moment of the week.
Because that's what y'all do.
Carmella versus Charlotte for the signing. Oh, my head is hurting. son.
Why is it hurting? Why y'all laughing? I'm dead ass.
My big dick moment was Drew McIntyre promo. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, so you want to the next segment?
Oh,
Maybe. Any big dick moments out there? I mean, if anyone cares, mine was fucking Braun Strowman doing a fucking drop kick in the air. Like, who the fuck does that?
Braun Strowman.
Big clip moment.
No, she
I'm
doesn't
not
like that
saying
either.
that.
She don't like that either.
That's nasty.
I said big V moment, you say no.
No, this shouldn't even be a segment, but continue.
Notorious said my big dick moment on Saturday in Harlem.
That's gross. First of all, that's not a big dick moment because you actually did not deliver. Pause.
What are you talking
Yo. Next segment. Let's get too personal.
He laughed.
I
don't know that.
Next segment.
Just to be clear, I didn't smash that person in question.
Next segment,
the
son.
person in question was trying to bag a person that I knew and fucking didn't do it.
He did.
He did it with my assist the next day.
I know this person?
Yeah, one of my best friends.
You have a lot.
Well, no, it's you, then it's Joy, then it's Brittany. Oh, it's Brittany.
This is why I don't want to get this person on the show, son.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
No, that's Lawrence. So Lawrence tried to bat Brittany, and we was out.
You know you mic'd up, right?
Yeah.
You know you mic'd up.
Oh, son.
You mic'd up.
No, you all did, son.
Can we talk about something the show, son?
Yo, please,
So we
please.
was out at 5 a.m. in the morning. He didn't get the number. I got the number for him. I gave it to him. So actually, the big dick moment of me was Janelle assisting. Exactly. Okay. Valid. Now we can move on. As long as niggas know that I am the point guard, we can move on.
Just put some defense on you, you be alright.
No, what?
What?
No.
Yo, can we go to the next one?
There is no defense that can handle me over here on this side of town. All right, so we are finally ending this
You haven't seen mine.
crazy. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Julian Bell said my big dick moment was Naomi shaking it on Smackdown.
Alright, that's a
My man,
perverted
every
moment.
week, like,
That's
grow up.
perverted moment.
Grow up, bro. All right, so we have come to the end of this interesting, intense episode 16 of the Job of Tears podcast. But before we do, those that once again are watching on the live feed, thank you so much for watching and joining us. We really appreciate the support and love every week. If you guys have not already subscribed to the YouTube page, please do so by typing in Job of Tears podcast and clicking the red button subscribe, and also the little ding, the little alert icon so that you always get alerts every time we upload a new video, such as this one and all other 15 episodes that we have done. So who has made the list this week for you guys? I will start off with Mr. Blacc.
Who made the list?
I thought you saying that I'm gonna start off by putting me on the list. I'm looking like, oh,
No.
okay, cool, whatever though, son.
No.
I told him.
You Tootsie rolling.
I told him I'm gonna put it on the list. So, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the list just for that stupidness. So, me and Leo was out, chilling there, doing me and Mr. Leo stuff, stupidness.
Extracurricular activities.
So we over here, I just think that I just been doing deliveries, whatever. So boom. So Leo's like, oh man, I gotta go to the gym, whatever. I'm thinking that he's gonna bulk up or something like that, try to drink powder milk to get brolic like you.
Powder milk, that's what kids drink.
I mean, like,
We know what you mean.
yeah. So this man says this way. Oh, now I was like, oh, so you trying to bulk up? Finish with my brother? He said, nah, man. I originally weighed 130 pounds, but now I went up to 132 pounds.
So you're a cruiserweight?
138.
No,
So
you
you still a cruiserweight?
Nah, it's 205.
Under 205, dummy.
And this man says this way out of his mouth, I'm getting fat, so I need to go to the gym. And he was dead serious. He signed up and everything. This, that. I was like, miss, why? I was like, why are you indulging this behavior? He's trolling y'all. He's like, no, man, I gained 2 pounds, I'm getting fat. You see my gut? Boy, it was flat like this table, son.
You are skinny as a toothpick. Fuck you mean you gaining weight? You know what? Maybe you do need to gain a few pounds. Look at
Get me tight. So he make the list for so basically go say that I need to go to the gym. I gained 2 pounds. He went like 130 pounds. Like I haven't weighed 130 pounds since I was like 10. Not even 10. Whoa, 16.
You're heading there.
What?
130 pounds.
Nah, my goal is 200, baby. That's the perfect size.
And that's cruiserweight.
What 200? Then after I'm gonna bulk up to be big like my brother, So it'll be the Brolic brothers.
No, carb,
No, yeah.
So
You said the Carb Brothers?
the Cut Up brothers.
Oh, I think you said like carbs.
So we can just be the
not
Brolic
colored.
brothers.
Cuddle.
Can we be
Not
the
cuddle.
Fit brothers?
No, that's really gay.
Look, y'all are brothers regardless, so it's okay.
Can we fit together?
No, nigga, put your hand down. We talk about this after the show.
Wow. All right, so you put Leo's skinny ass on the list. So who goes on the list this week?
So I'm putting these True Hill motherfuckers on the list.
Wait, are you talking about Sid, JJ, and Baby Seth from True Hills, which I had the pleasure of doing their True Hill 10 episode last week?
Yo, that show.
Those True Hill?
Yeah, so I heard them talking shit.
I mean, you did talk shit first.
Yeah, but it was kind of a joke, but they kind of went too far.
What did they say? I didn't get to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it, but they're talking too much shit.
Which part?
It's at the very end. So it's
Okay,
like
cool,
when we
cool,
do
cool.
our ending, when we were doing our ending.
No, don't get me wrong. I watched it, but I couldn't get to finish because I go to work. So it's at the very end?
Yeah, so if you watch the end of True Hill 10, which I was on, Sid definitely said some words.
You don't want the spice, baby. Like, you don't want these hands. Come on, man.
Like, you about to go to Spine Buster City with me.
Oh my gosh.
Destroy this little
That's a
motherfucker.
great t-shirt.
Ooh.
Spine Buster City?
Come on, man. Come on. Right to right.
That's not disrespectful though.
Oh, it is? I don't do handshakes with dudes because that shit is weird.
Yeah, but
like, I'm not a dude, so why are we doing
no
that?
need for that. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, why are you talking
So
shit
you
like
feel away?
That's a feel away.
They don't want this.
Tell me
they don't
more.
want this.
Tell me what? I don't fucking like them now. There's not more to say.
I mean, listen.
Real bitch ass shit. There's no need for those comments.
I gotta watch it.
There was no need for that.
So for those that don't know,
I don't understand what the fuck they did that
you
for.
can look on YouTube and type in True Heels, and you can look at the latest episode. And towards the end, Sid, SP3, said some very interesting words about my boys here on the Jobber Tears podcast. So hopefully,
What side are you on?
Yeah, whose side are you on?
I'm Switzerland.
I mean, like, got a t-shirt from them and everything
I'm
like that.
Cesaro. First of all, that t-shirt is fucking dope. You know, people came up to me in New Orleans was like, "Yo, where'd you get that shit?" So, but if I was his shirt, I would have wore it. But I'm Switzerland. I'm Cesaro.
I don't know about this.
Me either.
Well, you know, let's hope and see what happens next. Hope maybe they might respond to you responding to them.
Are you setting this up?
Yeah, she is.
I feel really uncomfortable.
Yo, she's an instigator, boy.
I feel really uncomfortable.
I'm not. Just saying.
Okay, so did you see the Ultimate Deletion? Their version?
I didn't watch it.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. I said the most funniest part where we're not gonna talk about that. We're getting too much promo for free.
Okay, well, we're gonna end it off with my person that made the list. So, Russell Westbrook.
I want to hear this.
You go on the list because I was watching Game 4 of Utah versus OKC. And I haven't really been keeping up with the players because I typically watch it towards the end because there's a lot going on. But I caught this game, and it was a really good game. Like, Utah was down in the first quarter, then they came up, and then they started just smacking the shit out of OKC. It was very intense. So the fourth quarter, and the reason why Russell Westbrook gets on the list is because he talks all this shit. So he told Rubio, he said, nah, I'm gonna shut all that shit down. And he did for the most part, but him doing that hindered his team from really winning and really taking the game as they should have, because now they're down 2 games. But my moment was when this nigga here, I don't know the player, but the black dude on Utah was walking past him, and Russell Westbrook just like nudged the fuck out of him, which made him react, and this nigga elbowed the other dude from OKC, and now this nigga's ejected. All because Russell Westbrook nudged him and then walked away. Like, nothing happened.
Yes, I like that.
Like, that's some bitch shit. Like,
no, I like that.
I like basketball.
Yeah, that's part of that. I like the static.
Yo, but
yeah,
you
that's
can't
quality
ideally start some shit and then she be like, I'm out.
To get him out,
Like,
get him out.
That was a total instigator moment.
Yeah, you gotta be spicy.
Yo, that shit was beyond spicy. That shit was just like,
I love that.
Fucking,
I love that.
Indian spices, like hot as fuck.
I love that spices.
And I felt bad for the guy because he got ejected off of some shit. Like, he didn't even see old homeboy, light skin joint. He didn't even see him behind him. So when he did this, because Melo went to grab him and he tried to get away from Melo.
Who's that? What you talking about?
And yeah, I don't know these niggas.
Yeah, it's good player basketball. And what happened? It got him ejected.
But this nigga just
the mental.
he just stood there and was like,
yeah, that's smart.
No.
That's smart. He played playoff basketball.
Bro.
Like, he went in his head and he became MySpace in his head.
Yo, but at the end of the day,
bars.
MySpace. Let's talk about MySpace. Oh my God. So Larry, did you see Larry put in our group chat his old profile picture on MySpace?
I didn't see that.
Oh my God, scroll up.
Probably on my phone.
But Russell Westbrook's on the list because I just think that was just not, that wasn't okay.
That was
like,
great.
You already was in the game. You was at halftime with fucking 3 fouls. Like, bro, you talked your shit and I respect it, but at the end of the day, Utah took that W, so now they go back to OKC, and hopefully they can make some noise. But I just didn't like. I mean, it might be some typical basketball shit, but I was just like in the hood, like that shit is whack. Like, that's terrible. So
people get shoved every day, B.
Yeah, but then you stick around and you duke it out. That's what you.
No, because he played smart. He got in his head.
That didn't play smart. Like, they still lost. And anything he did didn't contribute to the team even winning.
But then again,
they didn't play like a team that night at all.
Yeah, because the team's not that good.
And he's supposed to be like team leader. Like, he's supposed to be one of the top 3s. So it's with him, Paul George, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
And Melo was shooting doo-doo. I caught Raymond Felton. I got kind of excited. I was like, oh shit, where the fuck you been at?
He's been on that team forever.
And then, not forever, because he definitely was on the Knicks.
No, he was on the team, the Thunders, for the beginning of the season.
But you just said you said not long ago. No,
yeah, it was the whole season.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you guys for joining us on episode 16. As I mentioned before, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Make sure you follow these gentlemen on, because they're the ones that really handle the Twitter. Twitter's normally popping. I actually heard someone that caught our podcast off of seeing a tweet that you tweeted a while ago. So, and it was a guy I went to high school with, like, randomly hit me up, was like, yo, I saw y'all podcast. That's how I caught it. And I was like, oh shit. It works, so just let you know it's working. So follow us on Twitter at Jabba Tears. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you guys once again for watching on the Instagram live feed at the Jabba Tears podcast. So this Friday, for those that are doing is cutting work, there are 2 locations.
You're sick.
If you really about that life, take a PTO so you still get paid. But if you're in Manhattan, or even if you're in New York City and you want to watch the greatest Royal Rumble with the Job of Tears podcast, the boys will be at Legends Bar.
Oh, yeah.
And then you shouldn't read lips. And then those that are in Brooklyn and you just don't feel like leaving the borough, my good friend Romeo is also doing a viewing party at Love Story, which is our like premier bar, which we go see Raw and Smackdown sometimes. So just, you know, support local businesses, support the boys. Just once again, always believe in supporting those that support you. So just across the board, if you go in one place, go to another place. Everyone wins. Everyone eats, as you say. So once again, thank you, Mr. Blacc and Sir Wilkins. I am Janelle from HR. Signing off. #Black Excellence. #we're out.